Hi, this is Christina Somerville, physical therapist and owner of Foundations Physical Therapy. In this video, I am going to show what your front foot and leg are supposed to do when you're walking after you take that first step and put the weight onto that foot. So this is heel strike. So as we step, put the heel down. I'm going to talk about the way we load that foot and leg right after we put the heel down. So this is actually one of my favorite exercises to practice and give to my clients. So after the heel goes down and we load that foot, this is a lunge type of exercise, but not a typical lunge that most of us do in the gym or in our classes that we take. You want the head over the rib cage, over the hip, over the foot. And this goes along with a foot that is pronating. So pronation is when the arch goes lower like that. And so that you're heavier, your tripod should be grounded, big toe knuckle, pinky toe knuckle, and heel, but you get heavier on that big toe knuckle, which goes along with that pronated or flatter foot shape, okay? And most of the weight's in the front leg, the back leg, you're just kind of hanging out for some balance. But this is a great exercise to practice with that tripod grounded as well as you can. And just keep practicing that alignment. Getting one good cue is belly button over the big toe. And because this is a pronated foot shape, this goes with the leg bones rotating in, and the knee actually veers in a little bit, so it's hovering right over the inside of the foot. We're not going for a perfectly centered knee because that does not allow the full pronation. So this is an exercise where we're practicing what naturally should be happening when we're walking, which is internal rotation of the leg bones and the knee veering in a bit, not wonky like way in here, but just hovering over like that inside of the foot. So, and a knee that is bent. I'll show you from the side again. And what you could do, because the tripod is often challenging to keep down on the ground as we practice that pronation, you can fold up your socks or grab some washcloths. And I'm going to show you from this side because I like to show how it can help your foot. So you're making that lunge shape. It's basically a walking related lunge right here. You can start with trying to see what happens when you put the folded washcloth under the ball of the foot. And see when you come forward into that lunge, if this helps you get a better feeling of loading that foot and lengthening it. So it's a very active stretch. And it helps you ground, hopefully, the big toe knuckle and the pinky toe knuckle a little better because you put that washcloth or your sock there. And then you can see what happens when you put the sock or the washcloth under the heel. You could try that separately first. And then try both, and that might be the most beneficial for you to get a nice, so what we're trying to do is lengthen and load the arch muscles while we're in this lunge position. And that actually helps you load your glutes. So you should ideally also feel a lot of activity in the glute muscles or the back of your hip and maybe the side of your hip too. I'm going to show from the front. So most of the weight's in this leg. You're just touching for balance with that back leg. Foot is going flatter. Leg bones rotating in, knee veering in a bit, very active glute. Possibly a lot of feeling and sensation in the thigh. Also the calf usually starts burning on me. And a lot of loading and activity in the foot with the grounded tripod. So that can help wake up shapes that your foot hasn't made in a while. I normally do progress to using foot wedges, which is a little more extreme of the angles, and we could point them in very specific directions for very specific reasons. So you don't just randomly shove wedges, but there's a very specific setup for the foot wedges that helps promote that same feeling, but a little more extreme, where you might get even more benefit if you use foot wedges. But the washcloths are a great starting point just to feel, notice, and start loading your foot, which helps you load your glutes, which helps you walk better. So if you have any questions, let me know.